Cricket West Indies has denied right-arm Trinbagonian pacer Jayden Seales a no-objection certificate, or NOC, to play county cricket in England later this year. The CWI's decision to deny the no-objection certificate has cancelled Jayden Seales' move to Hampshire for the English County Cricket Championship, where the 24-year-old was set to replace Australian Michael Nessa, himself withdrawn by Cricket Australia. It's a bitter blow for Seales, who impressed across 10 matches for Sussex in 2024 and 2025 and raises fresh questions about the CWI's stance on player development opportunities abroad. And that's what's making the news this morning. But joining us right now is Vermala Balkaran, the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today. Good morning, Vermala.
Good morning, Kari. How are you? And happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday, middle of the week.
Yeah, that means half of the week is gone. You like my fractions this morning?
Just about half. Yep, yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Well, did you know that today is World Math Day?
Yeah, that's why I use my fraction to tell you half of the week is gone.
Oh, I see what you did.
That was TTT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here with voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll get right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before. A brand new era of talk radio is here.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith, the Ground Report team, as they rip apart the lies, half-truth, and misinformation that the mainstream media never discuss. The Ground Report. Hard-hitting, informative, undiluted, uncompromising, and unfiltered. Monday to Friday. Get the raw facts before making any life-changing decisions. Only on The Ground Report. The ground report. The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The ground report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check. It's approximately 10 past the hour of 6 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report. Yours truly, the Pitbull of Radio. Lennox Smith, director's night in studio. I must say a pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you. Mr. Pleasant, good morning to those of you that look on to us online on our several social media platforms. Good morning to each and every one of you. Whether you're on Real Media TT on Facebook, Real Media TT, YouTube, Corridor Transformation, 648 Television, The Ground Report on YouTube, or at Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube and on Facebook. Good morning to each and every one of you. Bujam John, good morning. Nadira. Kenrick Pasada, pleasant good morning to you. Stranger, good morning. Angela. Nazali and Mistali, a pleasant good morning to you all. Carmen, good morning. Ramana, pleasant good morning. Desmond Hines, good morning. Durat Mohan, a pleasant good morning to you. Anthony Ford, good morning. Ryan Ali. Yes, John, good morning to you. Wendy and John, good morning. Gloria Escala, pleasant good morning to you. How are you going? Your Brady Punch, good morning. Peter Samlal Singh. Your school, good morning to you. Monica, good morning. Hey, Sherin Lee, good morning to you. Eleanor, a pleasant good morning to you. And what can stand against? And if our God is Janelle, good morning. And who could ever stop us? Rajinta Maraj, a pleasant good morning to you. Angela Lochan, good morning. Hey, Giovanni Jagrup, good morning. Dave Maraj, good morning to you. Pearl Daniel Singh, good morning. Hey, Amberan Singh, a pleasant good morning. Kamala Samlal Singh, too, good morning. Afrina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Nigel Black, good morning. Jamila Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Michael Scotland, good morning. Princess Tong, how are you going? Good morning to you, Lakshman. Anne-Marie Amen, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Groove Master Song, good morning. Hey, Nigel Black, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Samantha, a pleasant good morning. Roram Narayan, a pleasant good morning to you. Don Harry Lalman, good morning. Renal, good morning. Ishmael Khan, a pleasant good morning to you. Yes, Matilda Rhodes on YouTube too. Good morning. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The Vika Balkaran, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Kenrick Posada, don't tell you morning. Hey, Mubarak, Mohammed, good morning. Michael Thunderboom, Maki Thunderboom, where are we going? Biznat Prasad, good morning. Sharon Ram Prasad, a pleasant good morning to you. Water you turned into a Ro, good morning. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no one like you. Barbara, good morning to you. Tara Reyes, a pleasant good morning. How are we going? Into the darkness you shine. Pamela Palu, good morning. Earl, how are we going? Maria Kalicharan, a pleasant good morning to you. Springala Mohan, good morning. Brian, good morning. Brian Wolf, too, a pleasant good morning.
Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
That's what we're talking about. Hey, Timothy Roberts, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Ram Sarup, good morning. Soka Dolly, good morning. Hey, Nisha, good morning to you. There's no one. Gemma, a pleasant good morning. Farmer Kane, Farmer, good morning. Zandu, good morning. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. Our God is greater, our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer, awesome in power. Our God, our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against. Hey, morning, Director Snipes. A pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Lennox.
Yes, Lennox Smith. A pleasant good morning to you.
Yes, indeed. Pleasant good morning to, of course, my colleague here and abroad, so to speak, to use a term to suggest in and out of the studios, if you want to call it, of 91.1 Talk City. Yes, indeed, of course. A pleasant good morning to all and sundry, East, West, North, South, Central, our friends in Tobago, and wherever you are, streaming on the World Wide Web at this time, listening to us and viewing us as well on the social media, etc. Yes, we will be on television shortly, and you will be informed but as we expand. But the fact is that we are here to serve you every morning from Monday to Friday, holiday or no holiday. I need to emphasize that. That being as it may, quite a number of issues that is on the front burner at this time, but I think there is a tremendous interest in the overlapping issue of yesterday, because in my traveling to come here at the studio this morning, I had cause to drive past the Queen's Park Savannah, where quite a number of young people are assembling. And, if we are looking for solutions, I think that is a classic example of young persons who are ambitious. They are looking, of course, to carve some kind of career and make their contribution to national development. And so that recruiting drive of the fire service is on at the Queen's Park Savannah as we speak. What my attention was attracted to, however, is the length of the line, and it shows that there is a tremendous demand for work in general, because I'm sure that the amount of opportunities that are available are quite more limited than the number of persons that are vying for that limited amount of opportunities, as in this case the fire service. So it means, therefore, we have a duty as well, as part of the solutions that we have been engaged in from yesterday in particular, to create conditions where these more opportunities, more varied opportunities. Everybody cannot be a fireman or a firewoman, obviously. But certainly we can expand the opportunities for these young persons who have worked very hard, in my view, and have secured certain basic, if not the criteria required, academic and otherwise, because you have to have discipline. You cannot have, for example, a police record that says that you would have been engaged in criminal activities and get that kind of job. And therefore, I say kudos to them, even though, of course, the possibility is very negligible, having regard to the amount of applicants. In other words, the supply is not as good as the demand is. There's no equality there. And for those who are unsuccessful, well, let me talk to you and say that don't give up. Continue, of course, in that vein, to make certain that at the end of the day, perseverance will triumph as a human being. I think it's important that we recognize these young people. I understand today is International Math Day as well. Well, congratulations to those who are so focused. But of course, we have a very important day, a rendezvous, in fact, tomorrow with Destiny. I'm talking about the C students who will be vying for the spaces, all of them are going to get a space, yes, but there is another aspect of it where people may want to get their first choice, because there's a choice scenario when making the formal application to formally sit the exam, which of course is tomorrow, the C exam I'm talking about. And let's hope that all goes well for all of them. I want to commend, of course, the Ministry of Education for providing this package, what I consider to be for the first time, so that there is unity, there is sort of a commonality in terms of the writing material, the instruments that you use to write. Different people may have interpret the pencil and the other things that you would, and the pens and so on that you'll have to use for that purpose. I think the government must be commended for recognizing that there is this disparity at times, and of course, not the fault of the students, that the writing material or the writing instruments may not be of the standard or quality that is required, and the government has obviously recognized that, and they have put a mechanism in place to make sure that every child do their best, and it must not be that because of some writing instrument that the results of the exam that they would have sat or be part of reflect their optimum ability. So I say to all of them, success tomorrow. And let me say this, while it may not be the appropriate time to say it should have been done during the course of their course program, but there is also the reality that if you are not prepared to pass, then of course you are prepared to fail. But that is a reality that I don't want any one of you students to focus on at this time. What is required is that you do your best. Full stop. And of course,
so true.
There are opportunities further down the road, depending on where you would have been placed as a consequence.
Oh boy, well right now in the news, we go to the news with immediate effect. AM concerns amid uncertain future. Cuban doctors, yes, amid uncertain future. Cuban doctors.
Don't report news, yes.
Yes, Cuban doctors, medics, in fact, make appeal to Trinidad and Tobago authorities. Let us stay and work. They are begging to stay and work. What is the situation with that? Is it because we stand side and side with America, and part of that part of that deal have anything to do with foreign workers, especially from Cuba, in not being able the opportunity to work here, while they decide the fate of Cuba when it comes to the Americans? What that is about?
Well, generally, yes, but there are some nuances that we need to identify. First and foremost, there are human rights organizations that are saying that these workers are slaves to the regime back in Cuba, and that triggered, of course, several, including some Caribbean countries, to be placed on a list where, of course, they will not get visa. We would have read that, and we would have, of course, expressed that sometime in the past. So that is one aspect of it, and Trinidad and Tobago has escaped that categorization by the Americans, and so the contract of these Cuban workers now coming to an end or close to an end, and they are saying, well, listen, I want to divorce myself from the contractual obligations entered into between Trinidad and Tobago and the government or the administration of Cuba, and we are prepared to stay and work as independent contractors. And I think that may take Trinidad and Tobago in a good place, because generally the administration back in the United States are saying, if you want to be on our, or not want to be on our visa list for not getting a visa, then you need to discontinue the encouragement of that slave type labor that is emanating from Havana or from Cuba. So that is happening there. So I understand the problem that these workers would have faced. I hope that the administration will be sympathetic, particularly where we have a shortage of medical personnel, that the system, that is the health system, requires at this time.
No, but what last I heard, and I heard that, and I stand to be corrected at Trinidad and Tobago, I heard that right here on the ground report, and most times the information coming to the ground report by our very, very researched team and audience is that we not sure the work. I could recall Granny talking about the doctors and them that finish their degree and they're already passed out and waiting for work, but yet still they're taking on and educating more doctors. I also could recall about 2 other callers calling on many occasions talking about it have nurses and nurses that already did their course that are waiting to be filled within the healthcare system. That's the last thing I heard. But you are telling me now that we have a shortage. And
wait, where there are shortage, where there are, because you may have specialization. You know that is a very specialized thing. A heart surgeon, the brain, etc. And you may have a shortage there. But in terms of generic. Yeah.
So what I'm asking again is, so first and foremost, I like to dance at home before I dance abroad. And all right, you make it clear there. You specifically talking about specialists and not an average nurse, right? But you throw that with all the knowledge of the people that are pleading there, if they are specialists or not, or if they are natural nurses, just like we natural nurses that are waiting to get in the system.
Well, that's the decision for the authorities, and as I said, they cannot. Well, based on the position of the United States, based on the United States, and while you may prior be engaged in such a relationship between Cuba and whatever country, based on good human relations, that could no longer suffice.
Lennox,
as far if you want to be in the American
why you
system,
don't want to get directly to the point? Why you don't want to get directly to the point? Lennox, is it because of Trinidad and Tobago partnering with the United States is why these nurses seeing the brunt? I don't mind. At the end of the day, again, I dancing home before I dance yard. It out vacancies, fill them. If it's if we're looking for the various specialist nurses, which have all of that, like for instance, nurses is beyond that, this beyond ward, well, no, in the operating theater and them kind of thing. Yes, it have that. So let the people of Trinidad and Tobago get direct Lennox Smith. Is it our relationship with the United States have anything to do with that? Yes or no, Lennox Smith?
Well, I think I mentioned
that. I said
that the United States has taken a position that is slave labor. And certain countries were in fact sanctioned as a consequence of that by not accepting any visa application from them. And I'm saying as well that these medical people here in Trinidad have indicated in the article that you are referring to that they are prepared to be independent contractors and disassociate themselves from the Cuban system. And I would assume that the authorities here in Trinidad will be responsible enough to do what? To only retain persons if they so desire that Trinidad and Tobago may not have or have a paucity and are therefore a demand for. Full stop. All right, my friend?
Politician, boy. Yeah, political leader, you know. Yeah. Authorities probing a fire at Coripachima West. We also see here, this one, I want to go into this. 9th, and which is good. I want to see plenty more, especially if they're fighting, being delinquent. Lock them up. I don't care about their age. 19 students arrested and charged by school cops. Like, let me go into that one time. 19 students were arrested and charged
Yeah, that's the record so far since the implementation of that security dragnet instituted with cooperation with both the TTPS or the Ministry of National Security, Homeland Security, and of course the Ministry of Education. 19 of them. But the Caripachina fire, the students have been exonerated from being the causative agents. So there was a fire, I think, in the Form 5 facility there, but they're saying that there were no students' involvement. So that is good news.
All right. Let me hear you.
Charged for violence at school in first term. Oriented Policing Initiative began in September 2025. 19 students were arrested in the first term from September to December 2025. The 19 were all charged in connection with school violence. He gave the statistics in the Senate yesterday, responding to questions from the opposition bench. Alexander also said 6 children were reported separated, missing or lost during the Carnival 2026 celebrations, and all 6 were located by the TTPS and safely reunited with parents or guardians within an hour. He said the TTPS policy governing children separated from parents or guardians was last reviewed for the 2026 Carnival celebrations. Alexander said the TTPS maintains statistical records of incidents involving children separated from parents at public events and on demographic trends. Primarily, internal analysis indicates that such incidents occur more frequently during high-density crowd events, during peak festive hours, and among young children, particularly those under the age of 12, he added. On policy reforms and program enhancements, Alexander said the TTPS is expanding public awareness and pre-event safety campaigns and establishing clear, designated and highly visible children's unification points at major event venues.
19 alone was not good at all. So it had more than that. It means it still had children escaping the brunt. The parents must feel it in their pocket. They must mortgage their homes, sell their cars, put their clothes outside on a fire sale to get their indisciplined children out of jail. We had to say about that, Lennox Smith. Answer for that too, you know.
What you are insisting or what you are surmising is a continuation of the discussion we had yesterday, because we said that there seemed to be a breakdown in that fundamental, that unit of society called the family, and therefore if you're putting pressure on those who are bringing children and therefore citizens into the world, into this civilization, then by all means all pressure must be applied, because we are seeing the outcome that is not acceptable at all. So I have no problem with that. And I want to say, of course, I want to commend the Alexander and the TTPS for having a very effective and efficient children's collection, if you want to call that, scenario at massive crowd events. Because I had cause during the course of the carnival to assist a parent with respect to that, because they couldn't find their child, and eventually, of course, announcement was made, and eventually all was well. Go ahead.
Let me ask something. I don't know. Let me just think. The children that got gone missing for the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
How much is boys? How much is girls? Or the person you help is what? A girl was missing?
No, in this case, in my case, it would have been a boy.
A boy.
A 4-year-old. Yeah, children who normally would, because I remember when I was small. When I was small, I got lost as well, and I ended up in the police tent for that purpose, you know. So I know that continues. Yeah.
I was talking about young girls who is 14, 15, 16.
I know where you're coming from. No, I'm talking about
missing.
children. In this particular event and in the news item that you would have.
But let me ask something.
Yeah.
But most times when 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old girls gone missing, agakadabra, bam, just so. Most times at the end of the investigation and police do find them, Where did this be?
Well, of course, they would have conscientiously taken a decision most times to
What
disappear.
language you going and talk now? Let me hear.
To
Let me
disappear.
see. Let the people understand it.
Of course, it's usually some boyfriend or girlfriend, as the case may be, scenario. Let's face it. And I want to tell you that I had that at one time, and my daughter asked me to lie for her when mommy was inquiring. And of course, I love her, so maybe I might have spoiled her at the time, but I think she turned out to be all right. She got all her subjects and so on, but at that time I really lied for her and said that she was within my piecing, within my control. But I really lied.
And because of love,
parents do that, yeah.
And because of love, Trinidad and Tobago. That is how delinquency and bringing up children, they start. Lennox Smith just give you all a perfect example. He as a big man because of love. I love she. Her parent, her mother called him. Do you know where my daughter is or our daughter is? The daughter called daddy. Daddy, mommy go come looking for me. I'm not wrong. I buy my friend. But with Lennox case, I know he called the friend to make sure the daughter ready by the friend and thing and whatever before he lie for her and thing in he case. But most of the other cases, nobody don't make no follow-up. And that is how it is go with in the homes of spoiling children over love. I see many children standing up in vehicles, little children. And the reason why they stand up and they not buckle up or they're not in a car seat is because, again, of a love. Where parents is eventually love their children to death. Understand? Because a child standing up in a car, not seat belted, not in a car seat, accident occur. And watch me. And when I look, I see mommy and daddy have on their seat belts. And at one occasion, because you know in Trinidad, when you approach anybody, you could either get shoot, you could get cussed, or you could get brutalized. On one occasion, I just went on my glass, and hey, how you going? How is it there? Nice. You think it's safe, ma'am, for the child to be there. Stand up in the car there, no seatbelt, nothing, and only buckle up and thing there. The mother say he don't want to go in the car seat because he crying. Before I drive off, because I'm making sure I'm in a position just in case. What? Mind your business. Hand me the gun. Because you know how it's rage now. You talk, bullet. You try to stop a fight, bullet. You don't get involved. See and don't see. That the code that have been set in Trinidad and Tobago. Hence the reason murderers could kill people and get away. And I bet in only the police service, even if they have an idea of all the people that them murderers and them kill, and all the people that pull the trigger, they can't arrest them, do them nothing, because they don't have no witness that will stand up and say, that person pulled the trigger. I saw that person on that day. That is the state of security in Trinidad and Tobago at this point in time. We're going for a break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. And again, we'll be back.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Jerry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? You're conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
This isn't just radio. This is your voice, your city, your platform. Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Anyhow, while we continue, we are back. I have one that I want to ask Lennox Smith one, which is Vera. Because Vera, he knows Vera background. And while I done drill him there, I wanted to make sure that he's balanced, because people telling me and sending message to me telling me that Lennox say, Andy, you balance, but Lennox ain't balance. Lennox is only talking for the government. I say, nah, my co-host is a balanced person. They say must read between the lines, Andy. He's a partner in the coalition of interests. You must realize, when anything looking bad, when Lennox talk about it, it always have the methodicity of the efficiency of the, and it can't look no bad, no how, however. He just make it smell like a rose. I say no, well, I will test him this morning. Yeah, but he was tested, and he's a balanced fellow earlier. He is not a dashboard puppy for the government. No. So let's stop texting me them thing. He wasn't hired as a lawyer for the government at all. So always stop texting the pit bull that Lennox is the trampoline, the mattress, a building burning, and you could put something somebody could jump from 12 stories and live. No, he's not that for the government. Yes, my co-host, I'm seeing here Vera. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm seeing here Vera is upset about something. I just was watching it there, When I see Vera name, I say, well, the only person go be able to clear on that. Oh, let me see it here.
NSWER questions on TNT support for US.
Lennox, you hear that?
statement saying he was deeply concerned and disappointed after Foreign Affairs Minister Sean Sobers declined to answer several questions regarding government's support for the US's narco-terrorism campaign in relation to Venezuela. Sobers cited Senate Standing Order 26-3, stating that the publication of the answers would be contrary to the public interest. This occurred during yesterday's Senate sitting, where Vieira had posed several questions individually for Sobers to answer. These called for Sobers to state, among other things, the basis of government's decision when it expressed support for U.S. actions described as targeting narco-terrorism in relation to Venezuela, and whether the government's support is confined to counter-narcotics and transnational crime suppression objectives. He also asked for government's policy position, given public statements linking U.S. counter-narcotics action with broader energy security considerations. For each question, Sobers replied, pursuant to the question raised, as Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, it is my belief that it is prudent to invoke Standing Order 26-3, which states, inter alia, that a minister may decline to answer questions, if in his opinion the publication of the answer would be contrary to the public interest. In a media comment later issued, Vieira stated, I am naturally disappointed that the minister declined to answer the questions I placed on the order paper concerning T&T's position in relation to recent United States actions targeting what has been described as narco-terrorism in Venezuela.
Nice. I don't want to go through all that article there. Oh boy, Lennox Smith. What says though? They just want to know what is the government.
The minister had the prerogative to invoke that particular standing order, which he did. But I want to also say that it is in the public domain as to the circumstances, the position, and all of that of the government in their actions leading up to the capture of Maduro and his extradition or his flight to the United States to face the criminal justice system in that country. And I believe that what he was attempting to do is to stir up some kind of unnecessary controversy and put the maybe put the government in a particular position, which of course they have not succumbed to. They have not taken on board and invoking that particular standing order in order to avoid that.
So you know what he was thinking, why he asked that question?
Well, the answers would have been already there. Everybody knows that the government said certain things. They support, of course, the vicarious actions of the United States in helping them to eradicate these narcotic elements that come from South America and our neighbors. So why would you ask that question then in the way that it was
because
coined?
you want to put it in the answer. The answer, and they say that all live on all over the place there, but then and say he as a senator wants that to go down in the Hansard, that he asked that question in the parliament.
Right. So he has the entitlement so to do. And conversely, the minister has the entitlement as well to say that I am protected or I invoke a particular standing order that would prevent him answering the question directly.
Okay. Well, we see here Minister Saddam Hussein welcomes E-Tech to ministerial portfolio. So we see that undergoing. We also see here,
NNY Gera employee gunned down at Matura Resort. Police. News Wednesday, March. Verdant students started school blaze one of the classrooms on the Form 5 block at the Perita Rondel Adolphus, alias Patch, says he is fearful for his own safety, as he is concerned that employees of murdered businessman Danny Guerra are being targeted by criminals. Guerra, 48, was murdered on March 13th near his Guy Trace, Sangre Grande business place, while Adolphus, 34, was ambushed and killed on Monday night outside his cabin at a Matura resort. Police said Adolphus left the cabin to get ice when he was gunned down. Investigators found 10 spent 223 shell casings and 5 spent 9mm shells at the scene. Adolphus worked as a machine operator with Guerra's company, DG Homes. Guardian Media visited Adolphus Immortel Crescent Road 3 home yesterday, but no one was at home. One man who identified himself as a neighbor and close friend of Adolphus said he was particularly saddened by the news of his murder, noting that he brought him to work with Guerra and taught him the basics of heavy machine operating. Noting that he also worked with Guerra's company, the man said he too was concerned for his safety, citing the murders of his boss and his co-worker just over a week apart. "Yeah, I feeling unsafe. Because every day for 2 to 3 years I was with Patch every single day working with him. I built that bond with him. He got me employed since I left school. The whole of Grande not feeling okay, we knew the type of person he was, and he was never involved in any badness." The co-worker, who asked not to be named, also dismissed claims that Guerra was involved in criminality, despite being told of a preventative detention order. PDO, issued for him in 2025 for being the leader of an organized crime group, OCG, involved in trafficking illegal arms, money laundering and illegal quarrying. "I knew these fellas, they made sure and put bread on plenty people table, so all these things about he funding this gang and funding that gang, it's just allegations from the government." Police said Adolphus' murder was classified as being gang-related and strongly suspect that both murders were related, but noted it was too early in the investigation to commit to this theory, as such a link would have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt. Guardian Media attempted to contact Minister of Defense and Toco, Sangre Grande MP Wayne Sturge for comment on the latest murder in his constituency, but received no response up to news time. See probe theft at businessman's home days after his murder. 3 men were arrested during a coordinated anti-3. Authorities said Guerra's relatives had secured the Ella Vista Gardens, North Oropouche Road property on the afternoon of March 17th. On March 22nd, the house caretaker alerted them that a window on the eastern side of the property had been opened and the burglar-proofing cut. Upon visiting the home, relatives discovered that the living room and all 4 bedrooms had been ransacked. Among the items reported stolen were $4,000 in local currency, $300 United States dollars, and various pieces of jewelry belonging to Guerra. Police attempted to review security camera footage from the property, but noted that no recordings appeared to be available. Investigations are ongoing. New Grant. Murder victim Rondell, Knee at Guardian, Co., Lemine at Guardian, Co., are his home. Investigators say they are awaiting the results of an autopsy before determining the cause of death. Police said David Ramlakan was discovered in the bushes off School Trace. Around 4:30 p.m. yesterday, his sister contacted the Princestown police station, reporting that he appeared to be in physical distress and requesting assistance. Officers responded and arrived at approximately 5:25 p.m. They were met by the Sister, who led them about 200 feet off the eastern side of School Trace to an overgrown area, where Ramlakan was found lying on his back, motionless and unresponsive. He had visible bruises on his face and lower abdomen and was barefoot. Officers secured the scene, and the district medical officer later pronounced him dead and ordered the removal of the body pending a post-mortem at the Forensic Science Center in St. James. Police confirmed that Ramlakan was a patient at the psychiatric ward of the San Fernando General Hospital and had a history of mental illness, including epileptic seizures, for which he was treated with Clarpixel. H's in New Grant. Murder victim Rondell.
Nice. So far all we hearing is murder, man found dead in bushes in New Grant, murder. That is all you know, murder. And you ain't hearing police have suspects of who murdered the New Grant man, who shoot the soldier, who killed this one, who killed that one. You're only hearing about the murders, you're not hearing about the detections. And that they already have suspects in custody. And we are in a SOE. What says thou, Lennox Smith?
No, well, I think the operating word is that we are in an SOE. And one could now imagine if we were not in an SOE, could you contemplate that? And yesterday's discussion, of course, incorporated issues like this, or the foundation of the discussion is how do we find solutions that are sustainable. I think the conclusion would have been that this thing is an all of society matter, that it is multifaceted, multidimensional, and requires a multifaceted, multidimensional approach. And therefore, the government is just one player in the maelstrom of stakeholders that has to come to the fore in order to treat with this matter. But more importantly, those who are directly the victims, or from where these elements emanate, they have a sort of a granular responsibility. They are in the nucleus. They are in it 24/7. The police can come in, maybe do the investigation and get out. They're not living there. Those who are living in these communities have to now take charge, and the elements that are so inclined
are they doing that?
must assert their responsibility.
You say those who live in the communities that bullets passing here, there, and everywhere had to take charge?
Yeah. Okay. There's no other choice. For example, last night on the corridor transformation, I took a note of the fact that
how they taking chance?
About 4 or 5 young ladies came to us
at the
resource center there. Just let me give you the example of what I'm talking about. And they are going to look for a job, so they want a recommendation. Fine, that was given. They want, of course, to prepare themselves documentally to present to the interviewers and so on. But when we look, they went to the secondary school, but they had no certificates and so on. So what we did, and all of them, of course, have their smartphones. They are familiar with the technology. They are computer literate. It's just that they do have a certificate. So what do you do as a member of the community, knowing that the opportunities will be lost to them because they can't go with a piece of paper to certify that they could do this or do that? So what we do, we give them a crash course, and then we test them one time. And once they meet the criteria of manifesting that they can in fact use the computer, etc., we give them a certificate. And proudly yesterday, I was very pleased. One came back and said, "Mr. Smith, I got the job," because we had to adjust that person's 2 certificates. We give them 2 based on what they say that they can do, and they got the job. But right. I'm using that particular one because we made a mistake with the name, yeah. And the interviewers recognized that, and we had to come and change it. Of course, we had to do certain notation that is a copy of the original, etc. And that is the kind of intervention that we have to make. Everybody.
That is taking charge of the community.
Everybody.
And that is taking charge of the community to stop the killings.
Yes, because if the young lady has a job,
we have to take the news. Yeah.
If she has a job, children, etc., may be unlikely to come. That's the point. Let's go for the break, and when we come back, more.
Morning. This is your TCT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Established systems are in place to handle cases of lost children at major public events, ensuring their safe return to their parents and guardians. This was revealed by Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander while speaking in the Senate on Tuesday. He revealed that during Carnival 2026, several children were separated from their parents but were reunited in the span of 1 hour.
All 6 children were subsequently located and safely reunited with their respective parents or lawful guardian. There were no outstanding cases arising from the Carnival 2026. The average time taken to effect reunification was approximately 1 hour from the time the report was formally received by the police.
He noted that there are clear protocols guiding the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service when such incidents occur.
These procedures are embedded in the Trinidad and Tobago Structured Operational Framework and are specifically incorporated into 1. the public order policing protocol. 2, carnival and major events operational plans. 3, divisional operational orders. 4, departmental standing orders. And 5, child protection proceedings, including coordination with the Child Protection Unit and the relevant social services agency.
Minister Alexander assured that the TTPS maintains statistical records of the cases to allow proper monitoring and assessment of operational patterns. In other news, a carnival band in South Trinidad is concerned about what it calls a decline in mass band participation in the city of San Fernando. Speaking during a carnival public consultation, Blueprint for Carnival, leader of the Jammers Military Mass Band, Reginald Stewart, noted that it has severely impacted businesses during the busiest time of the year. However, Commissioner of the National Carnival Commission, Robert Abdul Mitchell, stated that several plans are being considered to boost activity in South for Carnival 2027.
That has been raised by another director of the board on NCC, Mr. John Michael Alibokas, who sits on the board. I think from the first week we had the Flavor Initiative, he has been lobbying for Flavor in San Fernando, but because of time constraints, funding, logistics, a lot of things that goes behind to planning something like Flavor, it wasn't able to get off the ground for 2026, but it's something that is earmarked for 2027.
The Blueprint for Carnival discussions, led by Minister of Culture and Community Development, Michelle Benjamin, seeks to improve the future of Carnival 2026 and beyond. In sport now, Liverpool Football Club have confirmed that forward Mohamed Salah will depart the club at the end of the current Premier League season, bringing an end to his 9-year spell at Anfield. The 33-year-old, who signed a new contract last April, intended to keep him at the club until 2027, requested the announcement be made early to provide transparency about his future for supporters. In a statement, Liverpool described Salah's time at the club as remarkable, highlighting his immense contribution since joining in 2017. During his tenure, Salah became one of the Premier League's most prolific forwards, winning the UEFA Champions League and Super Cup, the English Premier League title, FA Cup, Carabao Cup, and FIFA Club World Cup. The Egyptian international expressed gratitude to fans, emphasizing his respect for their unwavering support as he prepares for the next chapter of his career. And that was your TDT News update. After the break, it's hour number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
Attention viewers in Trinidad.
Talk City, 91.1 FM. Talk.
Cabinet has approved the establishment of the regulatory framework for the registration and management of classic, antique, and vintage vehicles in Trinidad and Tobago.
Music. Culture.
We are now in a state where I can now proudly announce that our gas production will increase by a significant amount given all the various projects that are now expected to come online.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! Bang, 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 bang,
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Morning. What is going on with the crime situation in this country? What is going on? Is the government working for the people? We're not seeing the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has gone into hiding. Our ministers are not addressing the people. There's no Ministry of Communication to disseminate information down to the population so that we could actually see what is going on. And I keep saying, right, as bad as we classify Dr. Rowley, he was very available to the public. He could have gone somewhere and come back to Trinidad and the media could have stopped him and gotten a response. We're not seeing the Prime Minister and we don't know where she is, right? And not just her, but several other ministers too, right? You're only getting a lot of rubbish from this man called Philip and the next one on Douglas politics, right? Like them in campaign mode, they campaigning. We don't want to hear about what the PNM do, right? The PNM is out of office 1 year in power and you all still blaming the PNM and everything is the government and us hold on. What again you have to hold on to, right? This country is going down and the crime situation is the worst I have ever seen it. The worst, right? But you had a murder in Matura whereby one of Danny Guerra's employees was staying in a villa in Matura and all of a sudden bandits raided the place and sprayed him with bullets and the man is now dead. Then you had a murder in Grandy yesterday again. What is happening, right? This government is criticizing PNM over and over for numerous issues when they were in opposition. And they're coming off bold and brass-faced with double standards. Things that the PNM couldn't get away with, they're getting away with. And we're not seeing any improvement. Another thing too, as I have said it, and I think Ms. Woodbrook have said it, send the migrants back home. We have migrants from Venezuela, Colombia, South America, Central America, Jamaica, and parts of Africa that are coming here and creating havoc, right? And causing big spikes in our crime statistics. We cannot have migrants come here and spoil our country and we just sitting down there with open arms and doing nothing about it. This government is not performing. And I was listening to a program on last night and the night before, right? You see the activists are coming together and then letting us know the things that the government is not doing. And I keep saying, right, over and over again, the government is not working for the people. The only minister that is actually performing and doing things to the population and producing tangible results is the Minister of Agriculture, Mr. Ravi Ratiram. He is a hard worker and he's the only one that is good. Just you see Jolene and Roger and Jeremy, then it's just horseplay.
Andy, good morning. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Snipes. Good morning, Mikey Kerr, Michael Kerr, whoever you may be. Good morning. Trinidad and Tobago, Gog reporters. Hey, nice topic, boy, Andy. Boy, Andy, nice topic. I know where the Lord inspired you this morning to come and touch something like this, you know? Because here what's going on. An incident take place with me yesterday and my 16-year-old daughter. But I will leave it there for now until I get a little more information and I will get back on that because it's a serious thing. I think it's about what, after 10 minutes them last night is when she appeared home from since after 7 o'clock yesterday when she leave for school, Success Lab until now. But I will get someone on that. I will get on someone on that, boy, Andy. But nice topic. Right? I don't want to tarnish the investigation this morning. I don't want to tarnish nothing. So after today, I will know what's going on and then I will get back on that. But it's a serious thing and you see we're talking there, dog? Ah, Lord, boy. And the next thing I want to know now, boy, and I would like Lennox names because you know he's the big old man. I would like to know that if it is that them school children, young school children, teenagers have a little confrontation, and within the confrontation, the police and them getting into that. I would like to know if it is that if any police officer could hit any student, young student, I'm not talking about no big man and woman, whether they say go in college and anything. I'm talking about young student, 14, 15, 16 years of age. I would like to know if any police officer, while in pursuing their duties, if they could either slap or hit any student that going to school. I would like Lennox to answer that.
Lennox, you could answer that one because many parents may wonder.
But it is clear it is prohibited. There's no circumstance that will cause any police officer to take upon themselves, whether female or male, and flagellate, beat a child, whether it is for disciplinary or other purposes. That is a no-no. It has been discontinued in schools, far less for the police to so engage, in spite of the responsibility that they would have had to keep the peace. They could, of course, part something, physically and so on, but to actually slap and
why I want to believe he asking that? Why I want to believe he asking that? Because it have occasions where you see on video where the officers fighting with the students back and thing, that kind of drama thing. But anyhow, anything on Busman is saying that Dr. Rowley was more accessible. He find like the Honorable Kamala Prasad, BCS Prime Minister, is not accessible. He not seen her. He want to see her. He didn't see her for months. She's just hiding. I don't know if it's love. I don't know.
Watch me. We have been around long enough to know Dr. Rowley's perceived accessibility, and of course, as iterated by him, it really and truly is part of a propaganda machinery. Because when you look at the substance of the delivery, it's pure insults and so on. Journalists have been told, "Do ask me no question. I ain't talking to you because you did something some years ago that I am very irritated about, and therefore I'm not answering the question, etc."
So shut up.
That was more public relations and more political grandstanding as anything else. It lacks substance, but of course, when and at the same time, you can't accuse this administration for not sharing information with the public. Every Thursday, for example, if he is around, I'm sure I will ask him to look at the post-cabinet conferences where the cabinet may be in conference and ministers come out and say what was decided and was given the authority so to do. Apart from that, the Prime Minister's office itself has taken on the responsibility of the Ministry of Information if he doesn't know. And of course, the very fact that he calls here every morning, this is a government media house. So he is getting information right, wrong, but apparently doesn't know. He probably wants to see the Prime Minister herself.
I don't know, probably you have a little capiche to give us right now as we approach.
Yes, we have reached that stage. Maybe that in itself might be the capiche. Yes, Andy, of course, take it away. That is your...
No, well, let's hear first, Trinidad and Tobago, let's hear first. What was the marks? You have there yesterday's marks. I did play. I play like $5. Bam, bam, bam. So let's see. I really didn't get the opportunity to check yet, but I did play. So do you have the marks that played yesterday?
Well, yesterday we had 29 Opium Man, 24 Queen, 30 House Cat, 32 Shrimp, and of course your capiche yesterday was 4 Dead Man.
Yeah.
At 10 a.m., the winning mark was number 13. At 1 p.m., the winning mark was number 3. At 4 p.m., the winning mark was number 9. And at 7 p.m., the winning mark was number 15.
Oh, God.
So the question is, did we have any of those?
None of those.
None of those.
Where the hell is this? But I
None
wonder.
As a matter of fact, the day before, on the 23rd, we would have had the 13.
Oh yeah. I remember the 13.
Mark number 4, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm sure that there is a saying, by way of observation, not to say that I'm a regular player, but I know that some people say that they mine a mark. So
You have to mine
probably
it.
some people are mining these marks for eventual success. Let me put it that way.
Nah,
And
man. I
somehow,
only hope.
Somehow they say reverse the thing on me and all of that. I don't want to know what I'm seeing.
Man, this
I'm
reverse.
seeing
I will go
somebody
on there.
in front of a machine, spinning.
People have their
spinning
structure.
something.
People have their structure.
Yeah, but they have their belief.
Yeah.
I suppose.
No,
And
I
find it
believe-
very strange. You could personalize that objective.
No, they're
game.
right.
But
They're right. I believe the man changed the
placing
mark.
academic consideration as opposed to emotions and other factors.
Right, but I believe
Superstition and all that.
the
But
man.
go ahead.
I believe the man. Change the mark, move it, capiche for today. What we missed
Right.
yesterday, coming today, but what we come with a different set of numbers today. For we not a cat like yesterday. Maybe yesterday, day before yesterday, we did play the marks that they call day before yesterday. We'd have won it yesterday, as Snipe say. So I really want to believe you see the marks that we call yesterday.
You feel today.
One of them mark and them going and play today, boy. So I had to give one of them mark as my capiche mark, boy. My mind telling me one of those marks that we played yesterday, playing today.
So you'll give
Yeah,
us
mining
that
it.
last
So in other words, I'm
let's
mining
take
the mark.
four
I'm mining Tama. I'm mining them mark for today, but we go still take 4 callers, say here where they won for today.
Yeah, but I wonder, another person might well say, well,
I
listen,
think I agree with
because,
Andy.
because the ground report give the mark, I'm making a mark today at all.
I think I agree. I agree with Andy. I will mine the marks.
You
from
mine the marks
yesterday,
of them,
and I
okay.
will also play the ones for today.
For today,
Alright,
yeah, I go mind the
We'll
ones
give
for
you
yesterday.
double the chance to win.
Yeah. That's what we do. So I play
going to double my
$5. I play $5. Oh gosh, yeah. Well, what I would say, because if I mine it, so how days mine it? So how I play in all $5 for the 4 marks yesterday, right? $25 for the five marks.
Yeah.
So today, I have to play.
Today is $50.
Right. So today I had to play $10 on the yesterday 5 marks. So when I win, I get back what out and I get extras.
Yeah.
And I will play 5 today. I hope the people calling, seeing that the man gonna make a take, a giddy back. Thought we went to play today to make we win. But the man gonna make sure we catching him back today. Today, let me see what the people saying in truth here, Nigel. But I know yesterday, Max, I'm mining that. What was yesterday, Max, again? Let me let the people hear.
I totally agree with you. So,
Yeah,
so,
and Andy, don't talk too hard. The man might hear.
so the numbers we had yesterday: number 29, number 24, number 30, and number 32, and of course the capiche mark was number 4.
All right. Well, right. So let's hear what was them marks in case so they had to mine it. We feel the man might turn around the scenes today because he watching that we might come with some new marks today now. But me, know, let's hear what's your marks. All you have to call. Call us, yeah, all you have to call in or send a voice. So let me get all the numbers.
4 marks.
4 marks. 4
All this, of
callers.
course, is courtesy NLCB.
No, but we have to watch to see who is the callers calling. We 2 days now, eh? Because like they ain't dreaming good, you know. I can understand this.
You see what variety
Anderson Wilson
this
is
thing
one.
has?
So Anderson like he dreaming good at all. Teddy is one.
Yeah, we will say, you say the ground report itself.
Not
has
the
a
ground report
happy-
at all. It's because for the 2 days we didn't catch it. It's the same. I think it's 2 of them same people. Anderson is one and the next one. Like they ain't dreaming good. Not the ground report at all.
Oh boy. This thing can carry in any direction. But people, do what you have to do, people. We have a caller who would give us the.
Well, let the
marks
lights
for today.
open. Let me see, man. Somebody go see God, dream God. I can understand this. The same 4 people give me 4 mark 2 days straight. Them not dreaming good. Them in making sure the dreams clear. They're just calling and giving me wash. No. Give me idea now why Olympic
Let's take
Olympic.
one.
Yeah,
We
take
have
one.
We have one on the line. Good morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello, morning.
Yes, good. Good morning.
The mark for today is 28.
Right, tell me why. Tell me why 28, because you want to know what that dream or where you see. Tell me why.
Because the PNM only fishing for information.
Oh, the fishing for information. So 28 is fish.
Yeah, red fish.
Great.
All right.
All right.
So put 28 there, that is one. And it's not understand this and the next one and the next one. I can't understand this. They been dreaming good. They must say prayers before they go into the bed. So when they dream, they go dream it straight. Yeah? Right, go ahead. Let me make sure my phone and all, let me make sure all lines open. Let me get all the numbers.
The lines are open, and of course, this is the segment where you give your mark for the day, and Andy, will give his capiche.
Yeah, so let me get all the numbers. 225-6644, 225-6644, or 239-5120, 239-5120. It must have people that see it, dream it, have it, and go and make sure we make money with it today. Oh gosh, man. Right. And you could also call us at 622-4911, 622-4911. What's your mark for today? We're looking for those calls. But come on, we have 3 more calls to get. And let me get already line up mark. My line up mark. I ain't going with dead man for, you know. I'm going with 11 kobo for the 4 of them that give me that mark. And they be can't win when not one of them dream straight. So my capiche mark for today will be kobo. And that is for the 4 people that picked them 4 mark day that didn't dream good. Them is we, them. The man tell me it's them who pick the mark bad. That's why we didn't get you. The man will Lennox Smith talking about. Yeah.
Since we've been collecting capiche, we never had anyone call and give us number 11.
True. Well, right. 11 is my capiche number for today. Kobo. Yeah.
Everybody, the lines are open.
They're writing. Only writing. Let me see marks here. They're writing. It's a real marks online, boy. But we had to take calls.
Hello, welcome.
Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Good morning, Director. Andy, I like big drama today, but
you give me mark and we winning your mark and them at all.
31.
But all right, and why? No. Tell me why.
Next year tomorrow and give them that strength and that blessing because they're the younger generation.
KFC.
Because that's what they get the first choice.
KFC.
And I for the training for tomorrow.
No, wait, it's Mark. You go call back and...
Next president in the making, my love children out.
Yes, don't play running. Yes. Why 31? Because you is one of them for 2 days. You give me 2 mark, and none of your mark can play KFC. You is one. So why 31 today? Why? Where dream?
He gone.
You didn't want to tell me. Look, somebody on the Danger Maraj is saying, well, right now, how we ain't catch it? It be called blind. We must play 34, he say, blind man. But he ain't called. What do you think? 34 is a good mark?
We're only recording people who
call. Oh boy, all the call.
We must hold steady to that. Hello, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Andy, Lennox.
What do you look?
Director.
Look.
Andy, I like when people lie on me. He called yesterday. The 2 days I called, we had the mark, you know.
We had the
mark. They called me at the 5, and I said, well, like he's traveling, like he's looking, and people dying, and they say they're traveling.
He's talking the truth. He's talking the truth.
Next time I'll call 16, I'll play the 4 o'clock that afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Right, Andy?
Oh, yeah.
Also saying,
it might have been KFC you was referring to then.
27.
27.
Why 27? What 27 means and why? Where dream?
Because below 10 is 27 in Chinese. 15 is also 27. So 27 missing and also the start the week and 9. But Andy, we need to talk some bread and butter issues after this.
Yeah. We talking bread and butter issues after.
I only NLCB could put something in all your wallet, you know, because when all they don't advertise.
You're done doing that right now. That's why we
in the cash
advertising.
pan. And the people that be scraping the cash pan, you know. So the chairman and LCB, I don't know, a great job you are doing here.
Yes, a very great job.
To put something in all your wallet too as well at the side.
Right. We get it in the wallet here because the government station making money. Let me go for next mark here one time. Next caller. Morning caller.
Morning.
COP.
Good.
We're laughing.
Good morning to you, Andy Williams. And good morning to you, Lennox Smith. And good morning to you, Nigel Snipe. What are you saying, Andy Williams?
We're laughing so far. I know you come call to get your mark. But we're laughing for.
I'm just laughing at Anderson a little bit. Good morning to you, Anderson and the beater, man. None of the mark you call didn't play Anderson. None of the mark you call you play man.
Yes,
they say all the mark you call it, none are playing.
On March 19th, he did call the 5.
Use the lawyer?
Oh,
Why all that study use the lawyer?
You see what the zombies.
Hide up that recording.
Yeah. But let me hear from you.
I go in with 22.
You're going with 22?
22.
Right.
Yeah.
Why are you
why I going with 22?
What is rat?
It's only rat in human face. Trinidad and Tobago, the opposition, only rat in human face. So I'm going with that. 22. Right. I am one of the caller that none of the market call now. But today, 22 go play. And I'm telling all you I want my waters. I know I have about $12,000 for Andy Williams. The interest bill up to about $12,000. But I will still want my waters on them. Thank you.
All right. And before we take, look, we have a next one. That which will be the last one. Quite don't get away with my copy mark. I'm seeing here, Ann Munsami is asking, what mark is Bossman? Cat, Jamit, or Big Snake? What is those marks? Where's those marks for Bossman? She want to know what is the mark for Bossman. Would you be able to help us?
What Bossman playing for?
Yeah. Would you be able to tell us, Snipes, what Bossman will play for? We know what it mean. Cat, she said cat.
Really can't.
She said cat, Jamit, or Big Snake. What is Big Snake? What is cat? And cat, and what is Jamit?
Big Snake is 35.
All right, Mr. Cruz, you hear?
Cat is 30.
Cat is 30.
And Jamit is 16.
Oh, he's a Jamit, 16. Okay. Who's on online here?
What does I hear here, boy?
More appropriately, he appears that he's playing for 16.
What's the mark, partner?
Playing for 16.
Morning, guys. I like 14 today.
Why? What? 14?
Because come today, people going outside and get pay. So 14 sometime today, 14.
14?
Right.
Yeah.
Where's 14? Where's 14?
Money.
14 is money.
Money? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right. Now we're looking for money.
Money.
So, yeah.
Right, fair
14. Yeah.
Right. So Trinidad and Tobago and the Capich mark from yours truly, the pitbull of radio today. I will say, as I said, 11. Yes, 11, because again, I find like we score ball. We 2 days straight we didn't catch one, you know. But I believe they're going to attack back with we today with yesterday on. The man say too much of people that win yesterday, so he go throw back that mark today because they're going to be studying the new marks after. But we're going to catch that man today, earlier. Don't worry, we catching that man today. Don't forget to mind them yesterday marks and see what you can harness out of today mark that you feel that spirit with, right? Trinidad and Tobago, let me take this call here quick. Morning caller.
Morning, Andy. I like 18 today.
You like?
18, what about?
Why? We want to hear, I want to understand all the dreams. I know when I lost, why I lost in. Why you like 18?
We must set evil people running madam on a boat.
It was set evil people?
Running madam, yeah.
Running down Alexander boat?
Running down me.
Running you down? Evil people running you down?
Yeah, I like, well, 34 is my real mark.
Right, so when they run you down, you dream that and you jump on a boat?
No, it was running me like, it was at that place, but it's evil just running me down.
But then you ain't supposed to be like Opia Man, like you ain't supposed to be Opia Man or something. Then you're thinking about water boat, because the water boat ain't got 18 and saving you from a man running you down.
No, evil people is 18.
Oh, evil people is 18.
Evil is 18, yes.
All right. I now know that evil is 18.
And a man now physically see somebody unexpected, I it is 54.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. So, Tobago, we will go for that break and come back. But before we go for that break and come back, let Director Snipes let you know what's the marks for today and the capiche mark. And then we're going to take that break.
All right, so guys, today we have number 28, Redfish. Number 31, Parson Wife. Number 27, Little Snake. And number 22, Rat. And of course, your capiche for today, number 11, Kobo.
Yes. All right, so we go for that needed break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We will be back.
Thank you, NLCD.
Your news anytime, anywhere. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Tune in to the Holy Trinity Cathedral program on Talk City 91.1 FM every Wednesday at 9 p.m. Mark your calendar. It's a great way to stay connected with the spiritual reflections, uplifting messages, and community updates right here with us on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Inspired by actual events.
I like my bed, so I do almost everything online. I pay bills online, meet my boyfriend online, I even hang my clothes online. But there was this dark period.
This is Alana. As a lover of the great indoors, traveling to pay her electricity bills sometimes would be a shocking experience. Thankfully, Alana took charge of her life after hearing about TNTech's free online e-bill service.
Signing up took just minutes, and now I get my bill summary emailed. And paying my bill is fast and totally convenient from the comfort of my own bed. Plus, with no paper trail to hurt the environment, my conscience feels lighter already. Thanks, TNTech.
Visit ttec.co.tt to sign up for e-billing today. TNTech, the power to make it work.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy. Time check. It's approximately 35 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City 91.1 FM. You're also viewing us on our several social media platforms. So when you leave your maxi taxi, a PH vehicle, you know you can still hear us and view us on Talk City 91.1 FM on Facebook, at Talk City 91.1 FM on YouTube, and on Twitter. And don't forget, you can get us on Real Media TT Facebook, Real Media TT YouTube, Corridor Transformation on YouTube. 648 Television on YouTube, The Ground Report on YouTube. So you know that's how it go. Okay, so Trinidad and Tobago, yes, Susan Bootman did give us 13 yesterday to play, but unfortunately, what we will need it to do, so it's my good friend Susan, is call we. You see, we're not registering the marks via the social media. You want to register the marks via call. And you were straight, because it's 2 days straight I see you get mark, Susan, and your mark and then your mark play. So you might be a better client, and I make a mistake, I think, with Anderson. I feel it was KFC. Ain't catching the marks at all. Just like how we can't catch a walk. The man ain't catching the marks. Me, you understand this? Don't the marks running from him. He say MPs running from him. Ministers running from him. Don't the player marks too? Oh, God. KFC.
Well, it appears too that when he disguises his voice, like you run away from himself.
KFC. Why you not getting with the mark and them straight, boy? You only studying. All the MPs and them don't like you and they run away from you. And all you want is a walk. I know. We see remarks running away from we too. KFC. KFC. What you doing, we boy?
Don't forget, people, of course, at 8:15 we have, of course, the word of the day challenge. Get your dictionaries, whether solid or electronic, and give us that word as well, and of course, and I will give you my own for the day as well. So look forward to that at 8:15.
Nice. So don't forget the word for today, that challenge, because it's good to see, and I realize that since this challenge come, that about a lot of very educated people like the idea of, and then they have kids listening, they have no choice, and then many of them, some of them are already home and all them kind of thing. So it's a very, 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 very good thing. And I must say, with the marks of today, thanks so much to NLCB. Courtesy NLCB. Nice. Come, let me go to these voice notes. Real voice notes, only real voice notes. Let me see. Wow. So I'll play some of these voice notes on them out here. It's not easy at all. I done play Bossman already. Yes. Now let me go to this lovely lady here.
Hi, good morning, Ground Report. St. Joseph lady here. Andy, Lennox, Mr. Snipes. Is it Snipes or Sneeps? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're correct.
Producer.
Snipes.
Okay. My comment this morning is that voice that reads these little news snippets, it is so annoying. Is it that 91.1 cannot afford a human to read the news? The voice is obviously computer generated. The pauses are wrong. The pronunciation of the names are wrong. It breaks when it's not supposed to. Oh my gosh. I mean, those things I guess will come soon enough. In the meantime, can we please have a human reading the little news snippets? It's just a little snippet. And you have a recording from when they first read the news. It's just to replay that part of the tape. No need to have artificial stimulation in a little thing. Oh my, oh God, it really, really annoying.
That's the way it is these days, ma'am. With those things, that's the way it is these days, especially when it is you multitasking and have a lot to do. Yeah. That's the way it is these days. But I understand
that is one view. That is one view. But I think generally, I don't think people are that annoyed to the extent that the caller or the voice note individual might have assumed. But I understand different strokes for different folks. But
But she said she don't understand it. Do you understand?
I find it very accommodating. Yes, it's very accommodating, very articulate in my view. The words are pronounced wise. Of course, you don't expect to have even in human voice situation, you wouldn't have the perfect pronunciation of names in particular. But that is how it goes.
But
so,
I don't think I will be so harsh. We have a few people amongst us that are presenters and some people are pronunciators, and so when they hear names are being called wrong and pronunciation is wrong, it really does annoy them. So she's probably one of the few
expressing that view, and that's what I'm saying. But generally,
some people are
I
very
don't think
specific
because
when it comes to
many
their
other persons would have, if it was what she is suggesting, more people would have expressed their disapproval.
No, but
Thank you for
we
your
have to take observation in consideration, right? Because it could be done. It could be done. Yeah, it could be done.
Much appreciate the observation.
Right, but it could be done manually too by individuals. Whether it's myself, whether it be Lennox, whether it be Snipe, it could be done, right? But what is important that I need to know is it that the main complaint is that you're not understanding what the person is saying? If it is she's not understanding because it's not clear enough, well, that's a different ballgame. So
I got the impression from the clip, of course, there's a vacillation between the voice itself, maybe the tone, and in addition to the name pronunciation discrepancy. I think that is what I understood. I mean, the voicer could, of course, refute or clarify in another voicemail, I'm sure.
Nice. And Snipes, do you understand the artificial voice? Is it that...
I totally understand, and we must remember that we're trying to move with technology and go forward. Technology is not perfect. It's programmed by humans, and we are working with it as we go along.
All right, man. So let's continue. Oh, boy. So when we have chance, and don't have more multitasking, a lot of multitasking to do, I'm going to read it, or Lennox going to read it.
Or I'm going to read it.
Or Snipe's going to read it, okay? All right, because it's to make sure everyone is comfortable. Let's go. Morning caller, where you calling from? What's your contribution on the ground report this morning?
Good morning, Andy, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, are you hearing me properly?
Loud and clear, Miss Santa Cruz.
Right. Andy, somebody just called me with a very serious problem in Maraval, right? Now, I am calling out the councillor for the area, Chelsea Mendez, right? Made a TikTok video trying to give the impression that Maraval water situation only started since the UNC came into office. Andy, we all know that is a lie, right? I'm talking about Woodbine Gardens and Parliament and environs. Andy, it's years that these people have been complaining about water. We all know the water situation. Scheduled days, they are not getting water on scheduled days. They saw this week where the man came and turned on the valve, and 2 seconds later he turned it back off. That is what they're doing. But Andy, you see a lot of them don't want to rock the boat because Imbert is their parliamentary representative, right? But this is nonsense. Oh, this person called me this morning so vexed. Andy, I keep telling all you this. The government has changed, but the mindset of the people has not changed. They are deliberately sabotaging the government to make them look bad. I keep saying that, Andy. I keep saying it through voice notes. And when I call, Andy, Santa Cruz gets supposed to be on a schedule Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays from 6 to 6. From 6 to 6. If it comes at a little after 6, Andy, it is so low, you have to wait for it to build up to fill the machine, right? And fill back the tanks. Andy, by 10 o'clock, 10:30, the water gone. What are we supposed to do, Andy? And I keep highlighting it. I heard last week, because today's only Wednesday, how many people St. Joseph.
Your tank can get full there within that time? After 6 by 10 o'clock, it goes?
And it is very low, Andy. It is very low, right? I keep hearing people last week from St. Joseph calling and begging for water. All over the country, people begging for water. And it's not because this government don't want to give it to them. It is because of the people that are sitting there. And this morning, I am calling on the directors at WASA. that all you need to do something. And he just know, all you need to do something about what it is going on in Wassa. And I am calling on the minister as well. I'm calling on the minister. Do something about what is going on at Wassa. People are suffering in this country for water, and you hear me better?
Loud and clear.
Because my parrot want to get into the conversation. Anyway, do better. This government is trying, but people are sabotaging them, Andy. They're sabotaging them. Look at this morning, the lady called me so upset, right? That what it is going on with the water. And what really, really got her goat is that this woman, Chelsea Mendez, made a TikTok video and lying that since UNC came into office, people having water problem. That is not true. That is not true at all. It's years, and nobody up there want to rock the boat because of Imbert. They don't want to say anything. So now they find a new scapegoat, right? Which is Barry Padarat. So they want to blame the man for it now, right? This is not right at all. And the people are paying their water bill, and the people need water. If there is a water shortage, let the people know. But you can't come and tell me we're supposed to get water 6 to 6. And when my 10:30, water going, you can't even fill your machine, Andy, to wash. It is really, really a nasty situation that's going on in the country. And people are deliberately doing this to the government. Right, Andy? I had to highlight it. She just got me so upset. I highlight what it is going on. You understand?
Right, but the voice notes is the same thing or not? If it's the same thing?
No, the voice so different. The voice so different. The voice so different. So you can play the voice notes, yeah. But this is an urgent call that I just got. Thanks a lot, Andy, for listening.
But we want to tell Busman it on the voice note then?
Yeah, the one with Busman on the voice note. You can, you can play that. All right, thanks.
Well, one thing for sure, Andy, we can testify that Ms. Santa Cruz has been consistent over the years as to the water issues in that part of the country, so that we can confirm the fact that it is not a recent phenomenon or recent development. It has been so from time immemorial.
Oh God. Online is a serious thing, you know. Truth hurts, say Santa Cruz. I thought you was the parrot. He find you're talking more than he. Yeah, boy, truth hurts, say the parrot finds Santa Cruz talking more than he. So he trying to sabotage cut sheet. Boy, man, no, boy, go ahead, caller.
Good morning, Andy.
Go ahead, Diego Martin.
Good morning.
Right, Diego Martin, and to all the lovely listeners.
Good morning to you, my friend.
Right, I want to clap back at a senator they call Vera, where Sowers responded to him with some standard order not to answer. I want to tell Vera, the independent PNM senator, I saying so, when he interfaced with all those judges in the appeal court, did he disclose who they were? Because he, together with PNM senators, we have to pin all these recent homicides on the chest. They voted against Zoso, and his behavior tells us that he doesn't want to fix crime, because for him, he's all well. He probably have the FUL and he have the security detail, but the average citizens like me, I am exposed, and that sort of thinking, and the president has not removed him. They have not investigated, because what he is saying to us when he communicated with those judges is the judiciary is complicit with respect to interfering with the legislative function. So I don't know why we're waiting to get rid of all of them. The second issue is I'm going down a road, and I'm questioning the payout to a former public communications specialist by the name of Shelley from the previous PNM administration in NGC, and a fella by the name of Joel Jack. All of them was getting big money. I want to know if those things were quid pro quo. We know you do something, I give you something, and I want to throw it into the public domain. if Shelley Das arrangement was a bridal package that we taxpayers fund, I am just asking the question. Likewise, Joel Jack, he lose his TH in the TH election and they find a big honky-dory job. I see he went to school in Grenada to get some accounting degree. Was that a scholarship he got from you Williams scholarship program? I go and have a nice morning.
Thank you very much. Here with us, Trinidad and Tobago. We're going to take that quick break and come back. When we come back, more here on the Going Report. We'll be back.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, low sales, or slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1. Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
This is Destra, and right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it low. Bang, 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 bang.
We are back. Go ahead, caller. Know you're holding on since the break.
Yes, good morning, Andy and Lennox Smith and Snipe.
Good morning.
Boy, last night I saw, I was watching Ian Allen show, right? And I saw that thing with DG Home there, where the police officers and them humped the fence and the wall, right? You went in and cut the door and stuff like that, right? You hear me, Claire?
Yes, we hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, loud and clear. Go ahead.
I am so disturbed with these things, right? Like the commissioner, their detection rate is like 0-0. You know? They ain't catching nobody.
It's zero.
Zero, man. That is disgusting. They should fire in each district, right? When a crime takes place. And they're not solving anything. The head of that department should be demoted right away. You know? Don't give them like 50 days to 90 days option, right? Because they ain't catching nobody. But for this instance where I saw on the pictures there, right? Where police officer vehicle was there and the army. They're supposed to do a thorough investigation and fire all of them forthwith. Because that is theft, right? When they could have just passed through the checkpoint to going into that secure thing, how do you call it, gated community. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that is disgusting, man. So much, and Even when I look at the first one where they shoot the Danny, right? That tall guy, he had a police officer shoes, the boots. You know, even though he's masked up, but the way he moves, right? The boot by itself tells you that's one of those officer boots. You know? And furthermore, they should try to invest more into cameras now that we have over here at different hotspots. Even though your car is heavily tinted, they could still identify you inside the car and how many people inside there, right? These are real high-tech security cameras that the city is using now, you know, to track down criminals.
So all uses that in Canada there?
Yes, that is what we're using.
So even
the
if
mayor
it
of
is,
Brampton.
So even if it is the car is heavily tinted, the camera will see through the tint.
See through the tint and identify. Even if you have a mask on, it defaces and everything, right? Plus, they have special forensic software that they use too, right? To deface that mask. And furthermore, I would like to recommend them put something into law. In Trinidad, these people, they do not need hoodies over there. That should be banned outright. In Canada here, where we have winter, right? Minus 30, 40 degrees. Yeah, we need these type of things. Down there is hot, right? Most of the time, right? So, and no face mask. You understand? They should put that into law. It's a criminal code then. You know? Absolutely no hoodies, period. Just like how they have, camouflage thing is, you can't wear it over there, right? You know? That is what they need to do, man. And these police officers, if, like what's his name again? The head of police in there, commissioner. If he can't solve the problem, just resign, put somebody else, you know. I believe
so what you watching? So you to the outside watching in, what hurts you is that all these murders and absolutely no bodies under questioning, nobody getting whole, and it's just getting worse.
Yeah, I would fire every one of them, man. Serious. In each different department, when a crime is taken, they're supposed to have a lockdown point, like what they do in Canada here. You know how many criminals I get locked up, man? I have a damn good reputation for that, right? You know, as a citizen, I just want a safe place, right? And you know, in Canada here, we do not have houses fenced round. And we do not have that kind of crime taken. Well, we have crime, but we catch them, right? Our detection rate is like in the 80-90% and above, you know, for murders and everything. Wow. Because we use cameras.
All right, thanks so much. Because we had to go for that news. Yeah. All right, oh boy. And it is what it is. We need to use the technology. It is what it is.
This is, of course, is facial recognition technology, which is readily available. So
go ahead for the news.
We have to go there. When we come back more, we go for the news.
Good morning. This is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. The Buy Local Build Trinbago initiative, led by the Ministry of Trade, Investment and Tourism, is a national economic and cultural program aimed at shifting Trinidad and Tobago from a nation of importers to a nation of producers. Speaking on Trinidad and Tobago today, Line Minister Satyakama Maharaj said unfair trading practices continue to place local manufacturers at a disadvantage, making it difficult for them to compete with imported goods. He noted that encouraging consumers to support locally made products not only strengthens the domestic industry, but also helps to conserve foreign exchange by reducing reliance on imports.
When you buy local, rather than foreign, the country saves foreign exchange. That's called import substitution. So people focus a lot on earning foreign exchange, but we also focus on saving foreign exchange. You buy a local product, you save foreign exchange.
The minister said the campaign will make it easier for consumers to identify locally produced goods, with branded signage expected to appear in supermarkets and retail outlets nationwide. He also urged retailers to play an active role by giving locally made products prominent shelf placement and visibility.
This campaign now, for instance, you go to the supermarkets, we are going to have signs posted, buy local, Trinbago, buy everything local. We are asking retailers, don't take the local products and put them on top or below, put them at eye level. Give respect to locally produced products. That is how you create economic value in the country, not by promoting imports.
Yeah.
And we are going to encourage every retailer, if you have an option of carrying a local product, please do so.
The University of the West Indies is positioning the Caribbean to become a creative advanced technology with the launch of the largest artificial intelligence innovation center in the region. UWI campus principal Professor Rosemary Bell-Antoine said the AI hub, launched in the latter part of 2025, represents a major leap in the university's research capacity. Speaking during a panel discussion on strengthening India, Trinidad and Tobago relations, she said this aligns closely with India's global leadership in emerging technologies, stressing the need for a partnership.
I think what we discuss and what we come out with will augur well for these expanded partnerships that we would seek to have, in particular with India institutions. Just late last year, we launched, for example, our AI Innovation Center, the largest AI center in the region, and it is going to be doing lots of things, including creating indigenous AI. And I do believe that this discussion will prove useful in exploring more structured avenues for academic collaboration between our countries.
She noted, however, that infrastructure alone is not enough, warning that progress will be limited without a deliberate national framework guiding research priorities and partnerships.
For us, we look forward to joint research programs, student exchanges, staff exchanges, and enhanced opportunities for postgrad work. And of course, consortia linking our institutions with those in India to support joint initiatives, including conferences and so on. We already have a model in the Canada Caribbean Institute. And we would, of course, Ambassador, welcome students from India, whether it be for our other faculties or Global School of Medicine. Reciprocal mobility is something that we are very much invested in.
Professor Bell-Antoine added that there may also be the possibility of pathways for dual degrees that can help academic partnerships. In some sport now, Arima North Secondary is the 2026 Under-15 East Zone champions of the Secondary Schools Basketball League. They achieved this on Monday at the Maloney Indoor Sports Arena by defeating San Juan South Secondary by a 71-56 scoreline. Lance Crouch top scored with for Arima with 32 points as they now move on to the National Secondary Schools Basketball Championships, set to begin on Thursday. Staying with the Under-15 East Zone, 32 points from Jelani Jarvis aided El Dorado West Secondary to capture a third-place finish when they overcame Arima Central Secondary 65-43. And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From the entire team here, have a great day.
That was TDT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
Talk City 91.1 FM. Talk.
The cabinet has approved the increase in the permissible age of importation of foreign-use right-hand drive private cars, that's sports utilities, SUVs, sedans, and station wagons, powered by gasoline, dieseline, or compressed natural gas, CNG, from 3 years to under 8 years, and under from the date of manufacture.
Music.
As Prime Minister Kamala Prasad Bisesa has announced recently with our revitalization master plan, we are open for business. And a key area, a key focus of that master plan is, of course, the energy sector and the energy hub. And we will be open for business, not only for Nutrien, but for all other players that wish to discuss their investment portfolio with us.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform will go live on March 17, 2026. This secure platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before. A brand new era of talk radio is here.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's 9 minutes past the hour. 9 minutes past 8. So I'm gonna just play some voice. So because remember we'll be heading to the word for today in the next 5 minutes. So let me just play off some voice notes there. And then don't forget at 8:15, it's Lennox Smith's word for the day. Now I'm playing off some voice notes for now. Oh boy.
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Anybody in chat? Morning, this is Kendrick. I'm in Ohio here, in traffic. Andy, talking about those crime and thing, right? I live in Florida here, it's Palm Beach. We don't have the amount of murder. Look how big this state is. We don't have them kind of murder going on over here. We don't have them. Yes, they do have, but, very seldom. And most of the time they get caught. No time. I can't understand that. This thing going all about the place, gang all moving all about here. Different, place are moving around and they can't hold nobody. Right? I work in the jail. And many years ago, I worked in a jail when St. ST. And I got a lot of criminals. I deal with a lot of criminals coming there, hardcore criminals, right? So I know what I'm talking about, So I don't know, man. I've no words to tell. I know what to say, No, they need to redo that TPS or commissioner or whoever it is. They need to do some investigation and find out what's going on with you. All right, bye.
Oh boy, let me play a AI generated. we still are the like cheap thing. The real thing coming because the ground report will be going AI. So let us get accustomed. Our AI voice, get accustomed.
Good day, Andy. All these opposition politicians want to know about the radar, and now if TNT is supporting any narco bombing of drug boats, well, that's all old news, because the radar is gone and Maduro has been captured. They can, however, look out for U.S. support in the Shield of America's campaign, which has already started with a shared list to TNT with individuals involved in crimes. Take care, Andy, and let's all be safe today, friends.
Bossman will play for 25, Morocco.
Morning, Andy. Why you keep encouraging this big stupid man to be calling the air every morning and wasting time and wasting people air time and everything else? You know where mother is? He had to look to see where mother is. His mother is more important to he than Kamala. He looked to see where mother is. What Rowley? Rowley never used to see nobody. Rowley didn't care about Trinidad and Tobago. He with the big stupid self, very disgusting every morning, and he get the radar, he man.
My God, my God, he's Trinidadian friend. Y'all, I can't get rid of the man. The man said anything on the other place. As long as he's not breaking the rules of that. I don't hear the man voice note. My head and all this boss me when I hear that dumb boss man. But I can't do nothing about it. It's a democracy. Unless we want to move like Rowley and we don't want to hear nobody say nothing bad. Then we could just have a program for ourselves alone. So we can't operate so my God, his friends. So let me play our next voice note by the time there. I can't get rid of the boss man. I'm glad to get rid of the boss man, you know. But I only can get rid of the boss man if he organize and he break the rule of that. And then I can say, well, boss man, you are banned because you're breaking the rule of that. But like, that rules to you all is that so long as boss man say anything bad about the government, about the UNC, or about Kamala, like that, or like only implement rules and that's a long boss man call and say Kamala or Jolene John, well then just ban him. Yeah, I don't know. Director Snipes, have you ever heard any rules in that if someone send a voice note by talking Kamala Prasad Bisesa or the UNC, that put that up as ban list because they breaking the rule that there Director Snipes?
Well, there's a rule that you have to be factual when sharing information. There's no rule that you can't disagree.
All right. Well, what we gonna say? We all know like boss man, like he smoked some of the weed that Rowley implement and get them to use a little bit. That's all in the morning early before he go and get the boss. He smoke that weed. What grade he get, and then he only seeing Kamala and he not seeing. I don't know. Some people they smoke away to see. He like when he smoke away, he not seeing Kamala, and he want to see her. Like he and Rowley like they love her. That's now he go ask me. He will call and ask me why Wayne Surge was wearing a Superman dress. That's anyhow. Exact 15 minutes past. We will go back to all of this. In a little bit, voice notes and all them various things. Trinidad and Tobago. Well, now we reach a very important segment. The word of the day.
Yes, indeed. Of course, is the word challenge of the day. Yes, indeed. Just to say that, of course, that also monitors the decency, the way the words that are used to describe, etc. They also monitor that as well and may well attract their attention if the word is not palatable and is not decent enough for consumption. Of course, making reference to children as well. I just thought I should put in that as well. But yes, we have come to the segment of the word challenge for today. And as usual, I ask the public, you with your dictionaries and your electronic dictionary is open to call in, give us a word, of course, and the challenge is that I must be able to give the meaning thereof, and if not, of course, as I did yesterday with Alex Mia, of course, and I used it last night a lot on my program. As I suppose you two, I would admonish for you to also do it. I think when you practice, you get a you get an ability to, of course, make certain that you express yourself in a variety of ways. And of course, the word that I wasn't able to get the meaning of because I simply didn't know it. Thea is a word that talks about an individual that is not emotional. They see things externally, but they are very insensitive to emotions and so on. And the person who comes to mind immediately, of course, is Dr. Rowley when he speaks about women in a particular way, children in a particular way, and expresses public disgust in a particular way as a former and prime minister. The word I would have used before would have been phlegmatic, but meaning that you are unemotional, you are insensitive. Well, of course, I got a word yesterday. I'm waiting for the lines to.
Yeah, well, we are one here. We are one here. Morning, caller.
Oh, go ahead, caller. Sorry, what's your word?
Good morning.
Your word for today?
Loquacious and circumlocutory.
And what?
Circumlocutory.
Loquacious and solocu. Go ahead. I'll say that once more.
Circumlocutory.
Loquacious. All right. Okay. Loquacious. Yes. A very good word.
Wait.
Talkative.
And some other word. He said, give me a two.
And circumlocutory.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Lennox.
Circumlocutory. Roundabout talk. Circumlocution. Roundabout talk. So the first one, loquacious, talkative. Another synonym for that will be garrulous, talkative, something like Heinz. And then, of course, roundabout talk. Who we could identify for that? There is nobody else who is more expert in giving you an impression that really doesn't exist. And of course, the only person who could do that and that has that record is Dr. Rowley. Again, I can't help. All right, let's. Could we get another one?
I chose those two words because they describe you perfectly.
Which one or both? Both of them?
Both of them. They go hand in hand.
Loquacious and circumlocution. All right. The fact is that, right, people? So you know that circumlocution, roundabout talk, and of course, loquacious, very talkative.
But let me ask something.
And I was the inspiration for those two words. Thank you very much, caller.
Yes, a better meaning of circumlocutory is saying a whole paragraph to describe something that could be said in one sentence.
I hear you, my friend, but you know,
this man is he have very big words, boy, and he could too.
Because of course we could talk about hyperbole as well. So let's get the other contribution.
Yeah, let me get the other contribution first. Because I asked you, if it is he was being sarcastic or if it is he was actually hitting you some blow with big words there, meaning insulting.
Well, as I said this morning, to each his own. The person who was annoyed about the AI voice, for example, but there are others who will not be of that view. So people in the same circumstance, with the same set of variables, will have different outcomes or positions, and you can't be annoyed for that, because of course here it is. He himself was a practitioner of circumlocution because of the roundabout talk that he gave us about the meaning of circumlocution. So you see, so that is how it is.
Yeah, him back there, nice boy.
Yes. That's how it is. So you can't actually with the man.
God. So we have a big word man come to hit Lennox with big words to insult him, and then Lennox use back the big words to let him know exactly what he's explaining, he was just doing too. Oh my
Exactly,
God.
exactly. Yes, that's
Oh.
how it is. But to each his own, as I said. Yes, let's wait.
Next one,
We
next
have
one.
another one
Yeah.
because we take 2 or 3. Yes, good morning. What's your word?
A pleasant good morning, Andy,
Good morning to you, Miss Anne Brown here.
Mr. Lennox, and Director Snipes. I am
Morning
starting
to you.
off with a public service announcement. Northern Division North Arima Police Station Town Meeting, Arima, Thursday, 26th of March, 2026. Time, 6 p.m. Wallerfield Activity Center, Sunflower Drive, Jacob Hill, Wallerfield, Arima. Please come out and meet the officers. They would love to hear from you. And Mr. Lennox, this is for you. My word of the day for you is cadence. Cadence. Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
No, stay there because I don't know that doesn't ring a bell. So let me hear what it means.
Cadence.
It's like when you're giving a speech, the range of your voice, if it's high or low.
Yes. Yes. Intonation. All right. Okay. Good.
Yes.
Good. Yes.
Have a
Yes.
blessed
Thanks
day,
very much.
gentlemen.
Thanks very much. Yes. I thought I wasn't familiar with the word, but as you talked about that, it has rung a bell. That means, of course, my word for today, of course, is desecrate. A very simple word, of course. Religious people will know that, and sometimes politicians also would use that word to sort of disrespect religious scenarios, situations, maybe symbols, and so on. Desecrate. If you want to use a sentence or a phrase, will be, of course, you could desecrate a cemetery, things or desecrate a church, or desecrate a particular religious march, or a religious expression or session. So desecrate, yes. So that's my word for the day, and of course the challenge that we got. Of course, I got 2 and missed 1, but that is all right. That is part and parcel of it. I trust, however, that all those children that are at or out of school, including, of course, those university, secondary, and so on, will be taking notes. And please consult your dictionary, whether it's a new word for you, but at least you would, in order to challenge me, as the first caller did, I think it's something that is worth experiencing and pursuing, simply because it will add to our vocabulary and therefore our ability to speak fluently. Yes, Andy, so that is it for the word challenge for today. My word, of course, is desecrate.
Right, and the other words, you take your document, the other words.
Circumlocution, yes, circumlocution. And I want to use it differently, but of course he said what, garrulous, not garrulous, another word for garrulous he mentioned. I will take note of it. It will come to mind. It's just that I don't use these words as frequently as possible, but when it comes, I always try to.
Right. Yeah. Oh boy. So Trinidad and Tobago, that's it for the word. Yeah. Yes, for today. Very interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Very interesting. Yes,
because I got to learn that word that Miss Anne Brown mentioned there that you didn't know. And then she explained it. What was that word again? Derelict is
Cadence.
Cadence. Yes. So that word was cadence. Oh boy. Well, what we will do is, I feel let's take a break as that aspect done. Let's take the break. So when we come back, we'll go back into the conversations, into the voice notes, and into the calls. Director Snipes, let's go for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Gong Report. We'll be back.
The microphones are down and the boots are laced up. This Good Friday, the top media houses of Trinidad and Tobago are stepping off the air and onto the field. Get ready for the Intermedia Football Cup 2026. Come out and rep your favorite media personalities as they clash for football glory and bragging rights. The best part? It's free. So bring the family, bring your coolers, and don't forget your vibe. Friday, April 3rd, Police Barracks, St. James. It's football, energy, and excitement. Kickoff at 11 a.m. The Intermedia Football Cup 2026, powered by TTT Limited. For more information, like, love, follow us on social media at TTT Live Online. No glass bottles allowed. Intermedia Football Cup 2026.
The TTT Intermedia Football Cup 2026, sponsored by Digicel, Sunshine Snacks, Blue Waters, and Stamina Energy.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice. History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back, we are back, we are back. Time check. It's approximately 29 minutes past the hour. Past 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. You're also viewing us and listening to us on our several social media platforms. I must say a pleasant good morning to Tobago. Man, Bernie, all of you a pleasant good Silver Fox, all of you a pleasant good morning to you all. Well, you know, this program is a program that does be created on the spot. Yes, it's a live, it's a program that has been created on the spot. It's like a Kardashians. Yeah. How they call that, boy? That is live TV, not live TV. They're big in Snipes. You can admire that man. You're younger than me.
Reality.
Yeah. This is Ground Report is like a reality TV, where everything is being created here one time while we're here. And that's the goal. And knowing that it has some people will bring frivolous or untruth statements or front burners to us. My mind told me, and one person put up something there, and I absolutely agree with it. And I'm going to send that to the manager. I want a segment too that will name, Is That Truth? Yeah, it will name, let me just go back to that again. Yeah. We have to do that, man. I like that. Is that truth? So we will put out certain things, or some people will throw out certain things, and we will be able now to have to diagnose if what it is they're saying there, based on research, if that is truth, and then we and all through myself, Lennox Smith or Snipes, will also look for, do some research and throw things out there. Whether it's a clip or whether it's we actually throwing out something there or reading out something there for you all to tell us if that what we're saying there is truth or not. So we will know, so in that way we will know who really researching, who on stupidness, who just out there just to come up with anything because they support up UNC or they support the PNM. So it's just about propaganda. And this program is not known for that, right? So that is a segment I want you all to think about. Lennox Smith and Snipes, I think it will do well.
No, I think I concur, I accept, and the fact is that when one looks at what is unfolding in the Middle East, and I see the Americans are now grappling with that because of AI and so on, or how one of the carriers was on fire and it turning back away from the Middle East because they are afraid of the Iran forces and all of that. And I heard, of course, very senior persons, including, of course, the Secretary of War and the second man in charge in terms of the American system. So that is, I think, a welcome approach because it's so much information that comes towards you on a daily basis that you have to be discerning. You have to be able to separate chalk from cheese, if you want to call it that, in order to get to where it really matters. And God knows Trinidad and Tobago really needs that.
Nice. So Lucky Lal, thanks so much for brainstorming and making me see that vision. And that vision is well taken. Oh boy, let's continue. I want to play off some voice notes. Wow. That's so much. Let me just play out some voice notes here quick because the calls seems to take longer. Voice notes happen fast.
And the government changed, but WASA workers is still there. And the PNM have their uneducated people in WASA working. And they don't even know nothing about that. What is that 17 spanner, 18 spanner? And they're going to fix leak and thing. And I think the government, before the government changed, they wanted to send home some of the WASA workers. I think this government should do a cut down on the workforce in WASA. Why? Everybody paying the WASA bill and you can't get water, and these people getting pay when the month up and the fortnight up. WASA workers getting pay and we can't get water. I say start sending them home and either do a test to see who know about the water line, where it run, where is a valve and what is the different size of a valve. I say this government should do something and send some of them home, send them home. Because when you send them working, getting pay and we cannot get water, I say send them home.
All right, remember Wasa did mention main problem for not getting water is leakage. But Lennox Smith,
but he has taken a position like yours, Andy, a harsh stance, and I took note as well because the issue was raised by Mr. Tabakit yesterday and seems to have gelled with some people, where even persons who are responsible for segments of the police service in terms of management, there's a rank, and even those persons must also be subjected to a strict monitoring system and performance guidelines so that they meet certain targets so that the entire system becomes more efficient. So that's a hardline approach, but it is very necessary in Trinidad and Tobago's context.
Right. Oh boy, what is the situation, Lennox? And I'm glad you mentioned that with Babwa. You know what I'm talking about? It's very important.
Yes.
You see people
yes, he has decided that we must meet this week, and we will. Maybe today I will have an idea as to what day, because we have about three more days in the week.
Yeah, we need to meet him. We need to meet that.
I did get to a subordinate who I'm speaking with to make the necessary arrangements and communication.
Nice. So in that way, all you callers, especially people with the water problems and all the various concerns, that meeting will be able to give us a hands-on approach when it comes to the various areas. No water here, how long, all again, all the water, how if it go. So we want to make sure that WASA is linked closely to the Ground Report program.
Yes.
Let's continue. Morning, caller.
Morning.
Good morning.
Go ahead, Mr. Controversy.
Good morning.
Yesterday I called and spoke about the detection rate with the police service, right?
It's bad.
But then I sat down and I thought about it. How much detectives we really have in the police service, right? And remember, last year alone was over almost 300 murders and things, right? And they have to investigate each one of these murders.
But before I continue, last year was 300 murders, right? Other than, right, but
I can't remember the exact number.
But other than domestic, you see the ones where people coming out, can't shoot in here, pulling up, hiding out, mass up, shooting here. They ain't catch not one person facing the court from murder yet.
So I say, so are these detectives overwhelmed with work that they cannot concentrate on one case, or if they're doing one case at a time, it may take them a long time because of how much detectives they have that investigating these murders? Because by the time one get murdered now, and let me say tomorrow, the moment they leave this case to go and watch at this case now tomorrow, and then the next day, the next stream of triple murder, the other one investigate that triple murder now. Is it that it comes out of the court system, you know? Is it that they are overwhelmed with so much of work that they cannot get down to really solving the problem? Is it that we need more manpower?
No, but I may want to agree with you or disagree with you in a way, because even if the court system in Trinidad and Tobago are overwhelmed, in which we are admitting, at least cases get complete, whether it's 5 years after, 10 years after, cases being complete. But in the case of the police service, they ain't finding no murderers. None.
There is something where we can a few.
No, we have to be very careful here, because here it is, and that may be another dimension to this entire scenario. But here it is, we are complaining that the police are not detecting crime, that they are not bringing people for the purposes of justice. But here it is, the justice system itself is now overwhelmed to the degree where if they do bring someone to court, the likelihood that the case may finish maybe 3 years or 4 years from now. So why that is happening?
Right, but
if they are not detecting, but yet still the justice system appears to be even in greater chaos.
Right, and what?
Check it out.
And Lennox Smith, you are right, and controversy bring up a good point. Yeah. So let me get it in layman terms again so people go understand how serious it is. And I'm trying to go out there and are going and beat on the police commissioner in dealing with his subordinates that are in charge of the various districts. I'm going to do my research to find out who is the senior inspector or superintendent that is in charge of the various districts that are failing and why they are not being fired. Because again, with what Lennox say again, let me throw out the next one. With all of that, even with the court, as you all say, at least let the court be overwhelmed with people facing the court for murder. They're not even catching the people, and the done already overwhelmed. They're not even catching the shooters and them to overwhelm the court. It's nothing, all understanding. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. They're not catching the criminal, the shooters. All of them who kill people free right now. Free to come to shoot you, free to come to shoot Lennox, and free to come to shoot me because like I talking. And I always is getting trouble from my mouth.
Nice.
Yeah, because imagine if they were efficient and they were actually detecting. It means, therefore, the justice system, the criminal justice system we are talking here about, not the civil part, the justice system it means therefore you might take about nine years before a typical case finish. If they were detecting, imagine they're not detecting, and you have to wait about 2 to 3 years to get your case finished. I can well imagine. And they themselves are contributing to that because the evidence that they would have gathered and how it is secured, etc. We have seen the disappearance of cocaine and the mice and mysterious disappearance and all of that. So there is a dysfunctionality that is built in that we need to critically examine and sort of revamp or try something else, because it clearly is not moving in the direction where we can see a respite or a settling of this situation to the satisfaction of the population.
Another thing, one quick thing. You see, I think in the last regime, when they were supposed, I think it's our forensic was supposed to be open up in Waller Field in E-Tech Park, where they're supposed to open a new forensics place. I don't know what become if that open, if it ever open.
That is still on the cards. That is still on the cards by this administration as part of
all this money passing every year for national security budget. Yet we're not improving in our forensic part of it. We had this same old forensics there. And even if somebody remember sometimes when they say, all right, somebody get home with a plant-like substance, they have to say that first, because they have to take that same plant-like substance to send it to forensics to test and make sure it's marijuana, then to come and charge and say, well, yeah, it's marijuana by the time you reach the court. And our system is so slow, we're so backward, and all this money we spend, we have to get into the technology. We have to get into the technology age where we have this big forensics department. Things would so it can move faster. All this money, what we want to do, they're saying, all right, they're spending money on 2-3 car every year. They go see 2-3 car, new car come, they mash it at the same speed again. And we just rotating the same thing over and over. We ain't going nowhere with this system. We have to get detective rate up. Get a forensics, get a proper forensics with the proper equipment. You see, like you say, more is going to the hospital and they have MRI and they have all the latest equipment. Get the latest equipment when it comes to crime fight. They put up a whole set of cameras all over the place. These cameras working because they can never seem to find when nobody pass. They put up cameras. I remember at the time when they was putting up cameras all on these traffic lights to say, to pick up if somebody pass with a red light and all that kind of thing. Whatever happened to all these things? The cameras and stuff they were working.
Boy, you know what hurting me? You know what hurting me about this?
The Adrian case, I think, brought to the light that they were not working and they were in black and white and they were inferior and there's no facial recognition technique or mechanism built in.
Sometimes I just think some of these governments, they don't want to see crime go down, and like that's what they like to play when elections come around. The crime rate, and dig on that, but nobody seems to want to improve on the crime rate.
You know what hurt him? You know what hurt him about this, boy? And this is a reality, and why I'm so angry, and I will keep beating on it, and I am starting to go out there. I will be going out there again and organize and and bring it to the table. When it comes to the commissioner of police, I said, boy, I'm going and do it. I'm going and start back my videos and them. Because here why? I frightened to even talk about crime. Because I feel like if I only try to go wrong in any kind of direction, I'm going to get killed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody feeling unsafe. Everything deteriorating more and more. Imagine, so when you talk about I'm a detective, could it be that the same detectives that had to leave the station, because when they leave the station, they'll go home, could do the work, but them are all frightened too because of the system? That the criminal elements are all are we pushed back? All are we scared? You telling me, boy? I want to talk about this crime thing serious.
Let me give you a scenario that is a classic case of counterproductivity. There was a gas station or two that was up for assignment or consignment. We applied, Archbishop Burke and myself applied on behalf of the community and so on. But yet still they gave the police those gas stations as concessioners. Guess what? The argument for us is this, that why not give them a police station rather than a gas station? Because if it is according to NP at the time, because they feel a little more safe to give the police the gas station. Is that not incentive for police not to work so that they could get more gas stations and make money on top of the money that they are being paid for in order to secure the country? I just putting that out there as to whether or not that is a counterproductive approach to this entire thing, and therefore the incentive not to secure the country and get more gas stations, because the NP is afraid of crime and the fact that their facilities could be robbed, and therefore give it to the police instead. That is what is happening right now, and that has been a position that we have taken. I just point it out there so that people will understand what we are facing. Go ahead.
Another thing too, these high-end vehicles they want to buy for the police and them to use, and they have 4 police in it. Sit down in these vehicles, patrol in one area where they could buy a more cheaper vehicle where they may have 2 police officers, so they could they buy 2 vehicles or 3 vehicles with that money that they spend to buy these one high-end vehicles for the police and them. I mean, it does comfort. Oh, it's uncomfortable because big men. Yeah, but the same big men buying the same cheaper vehicles and driving for the personal use. Why spend all this? And according to the terrain, okay, this is our hilly terrain. You buy this vehicle to suit there. Where these police on the highway and them kind of thing on flat road, they don't need these high-end vehicles. You put 2 police officers in a normal, you can put them in a car, note and all, and let them patrol with these vehicles.
The maintenance costs alone, yeah.
Yeah, and then 2 police officers.
And they drive it with all the glass wind up.
Yeah. And some of them are just fancy, or if they don't have a high-end vehicle, so they need the opportunity for them to drive a high-end vehicle. I don't know. Put these things in place. Don't these things have to be looked at. And then they come and mash it up, all kind of thing. Get more vehicles. Put 2 officers, if it's 2 officers in one vehicle, instead of having 4. Because look at you go on a roadblock and all. You see about 12, 20 officers in a roadblock. Where these could be patrolling, but you have 12 of them, 20 of them in a roadblock. Nobody not patrolling when all of them in a roadblock. I don't know where some of them, these seniors, will be thinking as well. I don't know where they'll be thinking. But then again, if they don't have the vehicles, they can't have the police and them sit down, so better they carry them out on the road. All right, gentlemen.
I honestly believe Trinidad and Tobago have lost the handle on crime. It's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. You can see it.
The cart before the horse or something like that, boy. I just don't understand that kind of thinking, and that dawned on us. Well, why would you not give a police station or a police post? Why give them a gas station to run that is ready-made dollars, that is a profit-making
because
exercise.
The bandits ain't gonna rob it because police running it. That's
the logic. But listen to this. Right, the one that I'm talking about is on the Eastern Main Road in Success Village there. And guess what? Bandits came and went with the bust the wall in the back of the gas station and went with the entire vault.
The police station run gas station. That the logic was bandits go keep away. The one with the whole vault.
Bust the wall. Yeah, and like those instances where people go with the whole the bank teller machine or something like that. That's what happened there. Yeah, and people tell us give them because it's more secure. When we had a whole plan to involve the entire community so that we could avoid the robberies and so on that NP was concerned about. But we have to go for the break, and when we coming back, when we come back, more. It's getting hot in here, but it is almost time to leave.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need, the voices you trust, the conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you, conversations that spark new ideas, stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Love doesn't always stay the same. It evolves. In the grand finale of the Marriage Confessionals with the Duncans, Dion introduces the unique idea of the Pyramid of Love, and it's Leah's first time hearing it too. Join the conversations and discover the many layers of love, the evolution of love, with the Marriage Confessional, Sunday at 9 a.m. and 6:30 p.m., Tuesday at 5 p.m. and Wednesday at 8:05 p.m. only on TTT.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Oh boy, let me read some comments. Well, we have real voice notes here. Well, we got to play them voice notes tomorrow. Old Tilda say the police will pay police to rob the gas station. This is Trinidad. Alright, Nazim is saying the COP, the top cop, need to be replaced. And a minister who has no connections with police should be a minister in obviously the national security, right? Lennox. Nah, I already not. They the truth. He always on you. He just say Lennox, you want Baba Burke and all that car run a gas station, right? Right. Well, the same thing. He correct himself, and that's what I say. Which is Nizam. He say cops need to be replaced. And a minister who has no connection to police should be the Minister of National Security. I did correct it in the earlier one, Nizam. We have here to, someone is saying detectives over, just now. I know I did see that somewhere that somebody was saying detectives over. Well, all in all, what I was saying, because plenty of them done gone, is that the people were saying the bandits is the police. That robbed that gas station there, the whole vault, however it go. They say...
and somebody has the audacity to say that Burke and I carry on a gas station. Well, what would they say about the police in such circumstance? Like they didn't hear that part, that the gas station was robbed. Yes. And it's better NP, and I'm blaming NP for making that decision. They ought to have given us it because of our connection to the community and the social interventions, because of the viability of the entity. We will make some money and therefore are able to spend it back into the community. That is not the case. That would not have been the case with the police, and it has not been the case. In fact, they give them an additional one on the BTM as well. Yeah.
And the morning, that is the same thing I telling you the last time. You said Joseph and no water, like it wasn't taking me on. They are no water. When they do come, it's just for a little few 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and it's gone. And it's the whole area. And that's why I telling you, I see people complaining now.
And morning to you, Lennox and Director Snipes. Now listen to me, right? And listening to you, right? Let me be real, right? Let me make it make sense. You're saying is not everybody's listening to the ground report or pick up our papers or go on the Parliament channel or do this or do that, right? It have all these different things. It have the third estate, which we know is biased, plus it have the Parliament channel, plus it have different other things, information coming out, right? If you don't do these things, how will you know what is going on in the country? So I find it absurd for people to be saying that the information not coming out and they don't know this and they ain't hearing this. And I hear you too, but I don't understand what you're saying, and when you say it's not everybody that's listen to the ground report. It's not everybody go on the Parliament channel. It's not everybody go listen to the news. It's not everybody go pick up our papers. Well then, how you want to be informed then? Tell me, you're somebody put what is going on in the country in a letter and send it, put it in your mailbox for you? It have channels. It have all there. It have the biased third estate. It have the Parliament channel. It have the many different David Welch. It have many different entities.
Oh, I feel like it's an old voice note the playback.
No. It's a new one from the in the context of what Bossman said this morning. So he was claiming that the information is not coming out, and what this person is saying now that you have multiple choices, and you're either not living in Trinidad for you not to be informed. I suppose that's my interpretation.
Oh, let me take a call here. Morning caller.
Yeah, good morning, Andy. Good morning, Lennox. Andy. Most of the morning, you could only be telling my choice with us. We want to deal with the bread and butter issues because, and I still want to get on that conversation. We're running from that conversation is Mountain. The place where people working and then getting paid because the part bread on the table and SCA students going out tomorrow. So I wish them all the best.
Right, but
good.
But KFC again. Oh. If it is you all want bread and butter issues, the people that want to talk about bread and butter issues have to call in and raise the bread and butter issues. How the Ground Report program is run. Based on what people call in and say, we go on what is trending. So we must just come every day and talk bread and butter issues, bread and butter issues. We can't do that.
You see, Nishan Baba, I go and call the chairman and Wasa. I want to call in and talk to because right now we have very water issues going on right now all over the place. Do like Stefan and extend them man, call them and say on the spot and they call Barry that man to run from the real estate. Barry coming and talking one time he said that for the job. It's a good criticism and bad criticism. He taking the good ones and doing something good with it. So that woman, that guy and this woman who trying to be a bossman is a boss testing here. Yeah, he is too the luck issue. The free living guy now. And the rich woman say, very blessed.
Leaving and his friend. All your time check. It's 1 minute to the hour of 9 o'clock. Coming up next, off the record with Stefan and Mr. X. Don't forget tonight, Corridor Transformation with yours truly, Lennox Smith, at 8 p.m. You all could have choose anywhere else or any other program or radio station to lock on to, and you all choose the Ground Report on Talk City 91.1 FM. And we appreciate that and thanks so much. On behalf of the Ground Report team, I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. After God family comes first, be safe on the nation's roads. Until tomorrow morning, please God, we are out of here.
Bang, bang, bang. 91.1 FM. Talk.
This is about creating opportunity through responsible management and citizen participation in national wealth. We are targeting US $3 billion in new investment within the next few years in energy, in construction, in tourism, and the digital economy.
Music.
It's reconstruction time in Trinidad, so put your shoulder to the wheel, man, lad, move on, don't stop till you reach the top. You put a hand and I put a hand and we will sing. For big and for small in no time at all, prosperity. There's no other way to do it. Show your patriotic spirit, unity, somehow. If Trinidad ever needed you, is now.
Culture. culture.
The budget has goodies and some not so goodies, but that is because fairness requires that everyone plays their part.
Engaging conversations, latest news, our music. This is Talk City 91.1 FM.